At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
This episode is brought to you by State Farm. Knowing you could be saving money for the things you really want, like that dream house or ride, is a great feeling. That's why the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you save when you choose to bundle home and auto. Bundling, just another way to save with the Personal Price Plan. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Close your eyes, exhale, feel your body relax, and let go of whatever you're carrying today.
Well, I'm letting go of the worry that I wouldn't get my new contacts in time for this class. I got them delivered free from 1-800-CONTACTS. Oh my gosh, they're so fast.
And breathe.
Oh, sorry. I almost couldn't breathe when I saw the discount they gave me on my first order. Oh, sorry. Namaste.
Visit 1-800-CONTACTS.com today to save on your first order.
1-800-CONTACTS.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hockey Show with Ethan in the shipping container. That's David Jork, and my name is Roy Bellamy. Rosie is on assignment, and that assignment has nothing to do with our show. So,
Isn't it her birthday?
I don't know.
I heard it was her birthday this weekend.
Somebody should have told me.
Yeah.
If it is, Rose didn't tell us, which is the most shocking thing ever, that Rose would not share, hey, it's my birthday coming up.
Because knowing
Rose,
as shocking if you didn't tell us it
she
was your
would want
birthday.
us to be like, my birthday is this weekend, you better tell me happy birthday.
Yeah, that's...
is it actually Rose's birthday this weekend?
I don't know. She's
I
not
doubt
here,
it.
and she's already derailed the show.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right,
That goes
so
without saying.
on the show today, if you're all watching on DraftKings Network, you can find us on YouTube, the Batard and Friends YouTube page, the playlist tab, and you can find our folder. On today's show is Adnan Virk. Apparently, he's written a book. We're going to talk to him about it, and we're going to talk to him about the NHL offseason. There's a lot of news that has happened over the past couple of days that we will get to with him.
And a top five.
We do have a top five. He should be very happy about this top five, and it should come right off the dome. Like, as soon as you say it, just like, boom, right off the dome.
I had to put some thought into it.
Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, if you remember, there was a run-in on a golf course. Some random dude had got into it with a man on a golf course. I guess he was drunk and whatever. That dude did not happen to know that the guy that he ended up getting into fisticuffs with was former NHL enforcer Nasty Nick Tarnasky. And that guy paid very much dearly after getting into a tussle with him. He ended up in a lick. Since then, he has issued an apology, and it sounded like this.
That's me, guys. The guy that got dropped like a bucket of balls in a pond. Not my finest moment, I know. Looks real bad. Played 36 holes of golf. We drank way too much, and my mouth ran faster than my brain. All jokes aside, guys, I'd like to apologize to all the folks on the course, anyone caught up in it, and anyone who had to deal with me that day. I lost my cool, and I've learned from it. Just one of those days where you should have kept the cart on the path, you know? Stay hydrated, keep your stick on the ice, maybe stick to 18.
Oh, my God.
36 holes of golf is very much a Michael Jordan thing to do, except Michael Jordan is not getting that wasted.
I know. I feel like when I get to like 12 or 13, I'm already thinking about, man, are we done yet?
I love golf, and I love to play golf. I don't play enough golf. I can't imagine playing 36 holes of golf in a day.
I did that as like a teenager, but like, no. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I love playing golf, but like by the time I'm like, I get around the turn, I'm getting towards like 13, 14, I'm like, man, I'm tired. It's hot. Yeah. I'm you know, if I'm not tipsy, I'm something, and I'm just like, I'm ready to get lunch.
I'm waiting for the food.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. We need to get to the picnic table with the double Tito or double vodka, Red Bull or soda. Or
that's your drink of choice.
Roy, let me ask you something. Is there any? You mentioned being in fisticuffs with a hockey player, but not just a hockey player, an enforcer.
Yeah, an enforcer.
Is there any person or group of people that you would rather be in fisticuffs with less than a hockey enforcer?
Probably actual
like a
boxers.
Yeah, I was gonna say like an
mixed martial
MMA
artists.
fighter's entourage,
It's
something
especially
like that.
a mixed martial artist because they don't just use their hands. So,
Was that your foot?
And
I got kicked. We're using feet
all of a sudden you see a spinning heel coming flying at your face.
No, I definitely do not want to do that. That just seems like be cool, man. Like, what are we doing?
Can't we all just
it's
get
just
along?
golf. It's just golf. What are we doing here?
I usually get more mad at myself than anybody else on the golf course.
Yeah, all those shanks, all the hooks, all the slices. Yeah, I'm already
It's
angry.
frustrating.
And with all the drinks, I'm still not going to get into a fight. I'll defend myself, but
See,
I'm not getting.
the one time
not the aggressor.
It's appropriate to like kind of suddenly go charging at someone is if somebody hits into you from behind. Like if I'm about to take a shot and a ball lands around me, even if there is a 4, like unless it's coming from another fairway, then like I feel you, buddy. That's me. Like wrong fairway, my bad. But if it's just somebody in the same hole, like no, you're dropping the golf glove.
Yeah, you're waiting on the green. You're not even going to finish your putt.
No, somebody's getting in their cart and charging at the other one. Like that's
Compare your golf game to hockey players.
Man,
I would say Happy Gilmore before he actually got on the golf course.
That's good.
Are you guys excited for Happy Gilmore too? You going to be watching it?
I'll take a watch.
I'm excited, but I'm also scared because I don't want it to be bad. Because the first one is like, it's Happy Gilmore. It's one of the best funny movies of our childhood, or some of our childhood.
Here's the situation here: we are missing one major character with Chubbs Peterson with the death of Carl Weathers, and that's a major thing. They were definitely going to write him in somehow.
They got to honor him in some way.
There's going to be a nice little dedicated to Carl Weathers, probably placard at the end.
Maybe like they've like named Happy's golf course if he's got like his own golf course or something. Yeah, like the Chubbs Peterson. No, the Chubbs
Peterson Memorial.
It slipped my mind. I have a feeling it's going to be terrible, but very fun because the cameos, like Bad Bunny's his caddy, Travis Kelce's in the movie. Yeah. Like it's just going to be cameos galore.
Would have been hard to mess it up, right?
Yeah. Like just make it as ridiculous as possible.
I'll be watching
Happy Gilmore 2. How many years later? 30 years later?
Yeah, just about, what was it, 97?
I don't know when it came out.
It came out like 96, 97.
Yeah.
But like
just about 30
we're
years.
recording this, it's 11:15. So in about 12 hours, I will be properly legally medicated. 96. So
96,
I was 13. The Panthers were in the Stanley Cup final, and Happy Gilmore was taking over the Dansbury Open.
Yeah.
That's the funniest part of that movie when he knocks those people off the balcony of the house.
So long as Rob Schneider is not in that movie.
No, he is. He plays the same character too.
God damn it!
I saw like a couple months ago there was like people were filming on the street and they showed him. I don't know what the context is, but he was like running from a large crowd as that character. What does he say about grandma?
I don't remember. You know what? Ben Stiller. I wonder, is he in that?
Yeah. Wait, who are we just talking about?
Rob Schneider.
Oh no, my bad. I was talking about Ben Stiller. Wow, I just totally confused
That's a
Ben Stiller
terrible
and Rob
mistake.
Schneider. Yeah,
that's a really bad mistake.
That's
good,
really
Dave.
bad.
That's a really bad mistake.
I'm gonna fine
that's
myself.
Ben
That's
Stiller.
really bad.
That's like a $20 fine.
Yeah,
that's not.
Venmo it to me.
I mean, like we're all little Jewish-looking guys, so like I get it.
What?
Whoa!
What?
No, me and Ethan and Ben Stiller and Rob
Sandler.
Schneider.
Yeah. Try not to associate Rob Schneider with your religion.
Well, he looks like.
Did you see?
He's a little off the right side deep end.
He's off the reservation. He's out of the tribe.
David,
yeah.
speaking of Jews and Adam Sandler movies, did you see You Are So Not Invited to My Bat Mitzvah?
No, I did not.
Very fun.
Oh, yeah.
Is his family in that?
It's his family, his
like
daughter's bat mitzvah.
Okay.
Yeah,
his
it's
wife
really
Jackie
funny.
was in that?
That's the kind
whole
of thing
family,
that I would.
The 2 daughters, his
if I
wife.
need a date night with my wife.
Yeah, you should run that. Yeah, that's funny
okay.
with your kids too.
Before we run out of time, David, you had some thoughts about the complaints about the state taxes.
Oh, yeah.
Income taxes. And what? You
I got
thought
a new
about some more?
take.
You got a new take? What, you changed your mind?
Hockey.
No,
it's the hockey show.
But this is about hockey. This is the.
I know. I'm saying.
Yeah,
we finally got to
moving off
hockey
of Happy
8 minutes
Gilmore.
into the show.
No, it's my take is still the same. I'm expanding on it. My new take or my new thought: blame the owners.
Oh, it's the owner's fault. Okay.
Blame the people who decided to found their teams in these high tax places.
Or taking over the teams. Case of Vinny.
Yeah,
Vinny Biola.
They're putting their fans in such an uncomfortable, unreasonable situation that they have to root for a team that's lesser than because they can't afford to bring in the same players that the Floridas and the Dallases and the Nashvilles and the Vegases that they can bring in. Blame the politicians in the area for not changing the laws to lower the taxes to make it more conducive to the hockey team.
Or just be better. Just sign better players.
Yeah,
like Bill Zito does it really well.
You got to overpay these players just based off the taxes.
Just pay just do a better job. Win more games. Win the Stanley. The Panthers. It's not that hard. Just win the Stanley Cup.
Oh, it's not that
They're
hard.
doing it every year now. All of a sudden,
it's not that hard. Just win the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
wins
just do it. The Panthers have made it look easy.
Wins and fails of the yes, they have. Wins and fails of the week presented by Jägermeister. Serve it cold or don't serve it at all. Jägermeister. Damn, that is cold. For more, visit Jägermeister.com. Drink responsibly, David. Please, I want you to drink responsibly.
I will. Thank you. I appreciate you looking out for me.
Be safe.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Would you like me to start with my win or my fail?
Wins.
Okay.
Try to go in order here, chronologically. Going on my sheet.
My win of the week goes to Matthew Tkachuk. This week has belonged to Matthew Tkachuk. In the span of 48 hours, the guy got hitched to his longtime love. And then he had his day with the Stanley Cup in his hometown of St. Louis, where he brought it to the Children's Hospital again. He brought it to visit the police officers and the firefighters. He had it in a jail cell. It was just another great days for Matthew Tkachuk in his hometown. This is his week. This is his world, and we're all living in it. So props to you, Matty.
He's got a decision to make, either surgery or rehab, and the Panthers have a decision to make about long-term injured reserve, placing him on that list, and a potential trade that they're going to have to do just to be cap compliant once he comes back in.
This can't be like the NBA where you can just pay a luxury tax and deal with it.
No, unlike it's like dollar for dollar on those contracts when you make deals too in the NBA.
It is going to be really interesting to see because all of a sudden all the rumors were, hey, Evan Rodriguez is going to get traded. And now it's like, don't be so sure that Evan Rodriguez is going to get traded and he's not here. But then if they put Chucky on LTIR, at some point they're going to have to get under the cap.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do with Evan Rodriguez at that point?
Ethan, this is another great time and a great opportunity for us to see the man that is Bill Zito flex his GM muscles. And honestly, I'm looking forward to it. It's like watching the strongest man competition.
No, I am too. I found it very interesting to see what the Panthers are going to do, whether it's going to be this offseason or come this regular season. I'm sure they're waiting for the doctor's opinions to
whatever it is,
figure it out. But
it'll be by Olympics time.
Yeah. Hey, I have faith, man. Like Bill Zito is now kind of almost supplanted Pat Riley in the in blank we trust in my mind, South Florida sports realm. Like Bill Zito, like he's playing with house money. He's got carte blanche.
My winner of the week is Bobrovsky. Now you might be thinking,
Bobrovsky.
Well, Sergei Bobrovsky has won the Stanley Cup already. He's lifted it over his head a month ago, But I'm not talking about the man. In fact, I'm not talking about a man. I'm talking about the thoroughbred that ran in the third race at Saratoga on yesterday. Go ahead and play that clip.
Quarter of a mile to go. Bobrovsky still with that big lead. Chased on the inside by Imagine John, who's starting to make some headway. Outside of him, waiting on a sunny day. But it's all Bobrovsky. Nothing's getting by him.
Oh, my God.
Once again,
why is
the
it
equine Bobrovsky, far too strong. Kept to his task, another for Arad Ortiz Jr. Bobrovsky wins by 8 widening lengths.
Come on.
Waiting on a sunny day.
Wow.
Imagine John and Mr. J.
Imagine John, laziest name ever. It's just they took
just like Mr. J.
His favorite song.
Mr. J's
They took his favorite song. Waiting on a Sunny Day is an elite horse name, though. That's a great name for a horse.
Yeah, well, it seems like he's going to keep on waiting. Ethan, what's your win?
All right, my win of the week goes to this beer league somewhere in Canada. Not exactly sure. This goalie stopped Connor McDavid on 3 one-on-one opportunities. McDavid and Draisaitl went and played in a beer league together. They're wearing their Oilers practice uniforms. They got shut out, did not score, lost the game. Those guys in that beer league have to feel incredible about themselves after that.
Respect to beer leagues.
Respect to beer leaguers. Also, Rose has a win of the week, guys. Her win of the week from the great beyond, wherever she may be, is for Inter Miami for signing Rodrigo de Paul, former Atletico Madrid and current Argentinian national team midfielder.
It's a big signing.
This is Rose's win of the week because
she's attracted
he's
to
hot.
him.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah. All right, Dave.
Yep.
Fail.
Yeah, that was a fail. Oh, wait, my fail of the week.
Yeah, your fail of the week. Yeah.
Earlier this week, keeping with my theme of Matthew Tkachuk, earlier this week we celebrated the 3-year anniversary of the trade that brought Matthew Tkachuk to the Florida Panthers in exchange for Jonathan Huberdeau, Mackenzie Weegar, Kai Schwindt, and a conditional first-round pick. The reaction on social media following the trade was less than ideal. Obviously, those takes have aged like warm milk in the sun, but I just wanted to kind of flash through them. So what the bleep are you going to do? You're never going to win a cup with Matthew Tkachuk. What the bleep? Checks calendar. This isn't April 1st. Bill Zito quickly turning into imposter. Yeah, right. What the hell is wrong with you guys? This is so bad. Who was drunk and accepted this? I hate everything. Is there some Gretzky-like prospect available next year when this team is tanking for him? Yeah, it's like, guys,
they traded for Matthew Tkachuk. Who thought they were tanking?
3 straight Stanley Cup final appearances, 2 straight Stanley Cups, and Tkachuk's had more points per game than anybody on the team in that span.
We can finally close the book on that trade because the Flames finally got their first-round pick.
The Panthers won 2 Stanley Cups before the Flames even ever made the pick that was in that trade. That's pretty incredible.
It's nice, though, that like Huberdeau and Weegar are both playing well now in Calgary, and like everybody can kind of be a little bit happy with that trade.
I have a secret. I bought a Huberdeau jersey like a month before the trade went down, and I had to get rid of it. It was really bad.
How'd you get rid of it?
Yeah, you got rid of it like Kevin Spacey's hoodie.
I don't know where it is.
My fail of the week is from Matthew Tkachuk. As you remember, he was a Philadelphia Flyer at the same time that John Tortorella was the head coach, and they were like oil and water. Specifically, Tkachuk's style of play and Tortorella's philosophy. Now, Tkachuk talked in a video while he was on the ice about his style of play, which is definitely not dump and chase. It's the complete opposite of dump and chase. He was explaining that the forechecking style of dumping and chasing and trying to win puck battles is too exhausting. He's more of a carry it into the zone and find the right pass type of guy and set up forecheck that way. Now, I want to remind everybody that for the past 3 seasons, the Eastern Conference champions and the team that won back-to-back Stanley Cup finals, kind of won in the style of play that Tkachuk does not like.
Yeah. And it's not that the Panthers only dump and chase the puck, but they are more than happy to play this incredibly hard, tiring, trolling style of hockey that Tkachuk seems to not really want to get his hands dirty with.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, and not to mention that Tkachuk had a hand in Tortorella getting fired in Philadelphia. Now, Tortorella's more to fault on that one, but Tkachuk did not help. So, Matthew Tkachuk, definitely my fail of the week. Oh, and the New York Islanders still lose this as well. Ethan.
My fail of the week goes to the National Hockey League for this scheduling mishap, this scheduling disaster, I would say, that they have brought upon the Florida Panthers. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to be there. I will be in the building no matter what to watch the second banner go to the rafters. But the fact that it's going to happen around 4:30 p.m. on a Tuesday in October is absolutely asinine.
Yeah.
The Florida Panthers home opener is going to take place on October 7th at 5 p.m. You've got the reigning 2-time defending champions playing against one of the up-and-coming stars in the league in Connor Bedard, and the game's going to be taking place at 5 p.m. You know what's in the primetime slot?
The Penguins and the Rangers.
Penguins and the Rangers. The 2 teams that didn't make the playoffs, 1 team that's tanking, and 1 team that was extremely disappointing last year. A disaster, and just backwards from the NHL there.
The new author of Cinephile is coming up. That is Adnan Virk. He is coming up next on the Hockey Show, so stay tuned. We're going to talk about the NHL offseason and plug his new book.
What does Zyn give you? Not just smoke-free nicotine satisfaction, but real freedom. Freedom to do what you love and choose your rewards. With Zyn Rewards, you can redeem points for premium tech, outdoor gear, and gift cards to your favorite retailers. Find your Zyn and keep finding rewards that fit your lifestyle at zyn.com/rewards. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
The spirit of innovation is deeply ingrained in America, and Google is helping Americans innovate in ways both big and small. From improving emergency response times to protecting against cyber attacks, local, state, and federal governments are innovating with Google AI. This is a new era of American innovation. Find out more at g.co/American innovation.
After Zoomies at the dog park, it's time for Drive Up at Target. In goes a big bag of kibble and 1 squeaky chicken toy for the good boy. Drive Up that's ready when you are, only in the Target app. Just tap Target.
Joining us now is Adnan Virk. He's an author. He wrote a book, the new book, Cinephile, interviews, essays, and tales from the red carpet. But his hockey job, which he's currently not doing because he's busy doing baseball, he's a host. He's the studio host for Prime Monday Night Hockey, which returns on Canadian Thanksgiving, October 13th with the Red Wings and the Maple Leafs and the Blues and the Canucks. Now, Adnan, I see no Panthers games on this schedule. I don't understand what's going on here. That is the two-time reigning, defending Stanley Cup champions, and you guys aren't even showing them on your platform. It doesn't make any sense to me, but you got Penguins twice in the season.
I think the thought is this, Roy. We need to find a way that Sunrise can still be the capital of the hockey world, so we will alienate and annoy Panthers fandom so that therefore this will motivate them just to stick it up our you-know-what to win another Stanley Cup. So let's do it just to prove those guys wrong from Amazon Prime. How dare we not be on Monday Night Hockey? Quite honestly, I thought we were going to get a trip to South Florida. I couldn't wait. I was hoping January, February, bring down some trunks, go to Fort Lauderdale, make a week of it. Would have been amazing. But no, it's not going to happen. And even worse news, I've got more trips to Winnipeg than I do to Montreal. Montreal, one of the coolest cities in all of hockey, all of North America. 2 trips to Montreal, 3 to the Peg, 2 to Edmonton, 0 to Calgary. Brutal. The only good news, 6 to Toronto, of course, hometown. And I get to Philadelphia. I get to see my Flyers and go see Gritty in March, which will be nice. But no Panthers, no Vegas. A little disappointing.
Well, the funny thing is that Panthers fans can't even see these games because it's Canada only.
Well, I think I figured it out, Adnan. I don't think they're going to let you go to a tropical climate location until you stop calling them trunks.
Shorts?
I get attacked by trunks.
Swimsuit, bathing suit. I don't know who says trunks anymore.
Bathing suit.
If a man says swimming suit, that's pretty bad. Like David might be right. Trunks might be outdated, but swimming suit is awful. If a man,
what do we call it then? Just a
bathing suit. Yeah, a bathing suit.
Bathing suit. What are you like? 85 years old?
What do you call it?
Ethan, come on. Ethan, you wouldn't say I'm going to take my. Do you guys have my bathing suit?
Yeah, that's what I say. I went to the mall yesterday and I got 3 bathing suits. Like that's
Jesus.
Pair of shorts, swim shorts.
Yeah. Must be a 3 Americas situation, I guess, right?
And 1
2
Canada,
Americas and 1 Canada. 2 Americas and 1 Canada.
Roy, what would you say? I said, Roy, you want to go swimming? What would you say? I have to go get my fill in the blank. Shorts. Exactly. Just
shorts.
I think I would say swimsuit. I got to get my swimsuit.
We are in the weeds, boys. We miss hockey, huh? We
were just talking about hockey. Well, okay. Now I got to put my serious face on. Excuse me.
Fair enough. I'll give you a sec.
Some major news came out yesterday, before we get into your book and some of the NHL offseason. 5 members of Canada's 2018 World Junior Hockey team, Michael McLeod, Carter Hart, who was a Flyer goaltender, Alex Formanton, Denis Dubé, and Carl Foote were all found not guilty for sexual assault yesterday. Apparently, the judge did not find the evidence credible and eventually was ruled not guilty. Now, the NHL said that they are going to review the judge's findings, but for right now, all 5 members of that team are ineligible to play in the National Hockey League. Now, this league is known for, terrible decisions, and a lot of the people who run these teams have made some terrible decisions. For instance, the New York Islanders. Like Tony DeAngelo is back in this league. What we're doing. But Adnan, if these players were eligible, if any of these players become eligible, what team would be stupid enough to actually sign them to play in a National Hockey League?
Yeah, it's amazing, Roy, because when this story came out, and it's like one of those, hey, innocent until proven guilty, I'm like, yeah, but even if they're not going to be proven guilty in a court of law, it just sounds bad. Like again, if the judge says he didn't take advantage of the woman, it was not sexual assault, okay, but at the very least, it appears to be some sordid behavior, and it's been obviously headlines, and your career's been put on pause for years now because of what allegedly took place. At the very least, it was poor decision-making, and obviously if it had been worse, it would have been a criminal activity. So to your point, just because they're not found guilty in a court of law doesn't mean that Gary Bettman can't enforce some sort of punishment, right? We've seen that before the NFL. Hey, this guy didn't get proven guilty, but we feel like he engaged in behavior of ill repute. Therefore, this suspension is waning. But specifically to these guys, the one that's the most tantalizing, I suppose, Roy, would be Carter Hart, because at one point he was a good goalie for the Flyers. And by the way, trying to explain to my son, he's like, hey, what happened to Carter Hart? I'm like, he's just away, buddy. I'm like, what do you mean? He's why is he coming back now? He's a restricted free agent. They're not going to resign him. I thought he was pretty good. They're just not going to take him, buddy. It's okay. Eventually, you do get a scarlet letter on you. But I will say this, Roy. Goaltending, there's a real positive goaltending. We all saw what happened this offseason and how few goalies were available. Flyers sending Dan Vladar to try to push Sam Ersson. The Oilers still have not upgraded in net. Carter Hart is what? An Edmonton guy. So I hear you that you go, I'm surprised this one takes a shot. I think teams would be leery, skittish, etc. But if I were to say these guys never play another game in the NHL, I wouldn't bet against that.
Well, you got to keep in mind that Stan Bowman is currently running the Edmonton Oilers, and he doesn't exactly have a very good past when it comes to decision making. What happened with the Chicago Blackhawks and everything. So it wouldn't surprise me if Edmonton made that move.
Now, the NHL did release a statement yesterday in regards to the verdict. They said the allegations made in this case, even if not determined to have been criminal, were very disturbing and the behavior at issue was unacceptable. We will be reviewing and considering the judge's findings. While we conduct that analysis and determine next steps, the players charged in this case are ineligible to play in the league. If you want more information on the trial and what happened, I highly recommend reading and going to The Athletic and reading this article from Dan Robson and Katie Strang about the trial, about what happened. The details are harrowing. Some of the testimony is very concerning, and I would recommend going there if you want more information about
that. That statement is grade A, 100% reeking of lawyer. That is definitely lawyer speak on that.
You know that they were going to be asked about this as soon as the judge made her ruling. You know the NHL was going to start getting those questions, so they had that ready to go. I'll be surprised that, to Adnan's point, if these guys aren't back in the NHL, and I think it's going to be sooner rather than later. I think you'll by this season, if they're not in the NHL, they'll be working their way up, maybe going to the AHL or something. Anybody who's at that level that they could go back and play in the NHL, particularly Carter Hart, somebody who'll be high demand as a goaltender considering the market. I think it'll be sooner rather than later.
Well, right now, I'm just like the expectation has to be them playing overseas. They're going to end up going to Europe.
Maybe
go
some,
to Russia.
but no, I think for a guy like Carter Hart,
Carter Hart's playing in the NHL again.
Yeah, he'll be in the AHL probably to not the rust off and all that stuff, but no, he'll be an NHL goaltender. I would be by this time next year, he'll probably have stats under his belt.
Yeah, so that's the situation right now. That was the big news that happened this week. So we are going to transition very, very, very badly to some fun stuff. We have a top five here, and Dave.
Awkward but necessary segue from Roy Bellamy. I love it.
Yes, Dave, you got a topic here for Adnan for our top five. I have the fanfare ready for you. Go ahead, Dave.
Adnan being a guy who's got some familiarity with movies and fictional work, I thought we could compile a list of the top 5 fictional coaches that would make the best hockey coaches. Now, obviously, fictional hockey coaches like Gordon Bombay, not eligible for this list.
Yeah.
But anybody else is, and I figured that gave Adnan, we gave, 4 days or so, 5 days to put this together. You had plenty of time, right, Adnan?
100%.
So,
you give me a heads up right away. I've got a good little list. I can't wait for your guys' list as well.
All right.
I didn't do one. Actually,
you didn't do one?
No, you know why? Because it's most likely going to be the same as your guys.
I did.
So I didn't do one.
All right. Well,
but I'm on the trigger with the fanfare though. I'll be doing this.
Well, then you host it. You tell us when to go.
All right. You guys have any outside looking in entries?
I did, but I instead of calling them OLIs, I called them my AHL coaching staff.
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. Proper.
So the guys who I would have as my AHL coaching staff are Hayden Fox from the TV show Coach. Yep. He'd be good with the little guys. Lou Brown from Major League.
Love Lou Brown. He's on my list.
I think he'd be really good with the younger guys. And then also, as a scout, Irving Blitzer from Cool Runnings.
Irving Blitzer's a great one, Dave.
He's going to find the talent.
In honor of the fact Ethan is watching Rocky, I put Mickey in there as a trainer.
I was just going to say, Mick would be so good.
Mickey's going to get fired up. Coach Carter's in there as well. Paul Giamatti, a great wrestling coach movie called Win Win, which I love.
A good one.
I've also got Denzel with the Titans. It's my OLIs.
Not bad.
All right, fellas. Let's unless Ethan, you have a list?
Who was I just? Oh, there was a name. Oh, Coach from Cheers.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right.
Nicholas Palasanto. He's great. Yeah.
All right, number 5. We'll start with you, Dave.
Number 5 is Ted Lasso. Gives off major Paul Maurice vibes. Got a lot of positive influence, but can still get a little edgy. So I think Ted Lasso would be a good hockey coach.
All right, Adnan.
That's really good. Number 5 is Lou Brown, the aforementioned. Dave gave him some love. Listen, laid back, laconic, good temperament with Cleveland, great mustache. Tell me that guy's not firing up the troops game 87.
Ethan.
I don't have a list.
Oh, you just had one guy?
You just threw it to me.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Number 4, Dave.
Number 4 on my list is Eric Taylor, the coach from Friday Night Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Just a motivational guy. He has his finger on the pulse of the team from top to bottom. So, yeah, I like Coach Taylor.
All right, Adnan, number 4.
I'm going to go number 4, Norman Dale at a Hoosiers. That's right, the late, great Gene Hackman. Great motivational teacher. Cares about his guys. Can't do better than Hackman.
Yeah.
All right, number 3, David.
Number 3 is Bud Kilmer, the coach from Varsity Blues. This is a no-nonsense coach.
John
does
Voight?
Yes, John Voight.
Jesus.
Does whatever it takes to win. Countless championships. Maybe got a little questionable late in his career, but I still see a lot of success with Bud Kilmer.
All right, Adnan, number 4.
I like 3, brother.
We're on 3?
Number 3.
One job.
I like
One job.
John Voight being in the list. But number 3, I'll give it to Jimmy Dugan, Tom Hanks, A League of Their Own.
Good one.
Has a slight drinking problem, but emotional and gets after it. I'll take Hanks.
David, number 2.
Number 2 on my list is Joe Riggins, the coach from Bull Durham. You throw the ball, you catch the ball, you hit the ball. It's very similar. So it seems like just a good coach, good guy. Been around forever.
And then number 2.
Sometimes you got to zig when others are zagging. I'm going Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi. Get him in the locker room.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. All right, number 1, fellas, Dave.
Number 1 on my list was, I think, number 4 on Adnan's. I got Norman Dale from Hoosiers as number 1. I just think this guy, he knows everything about everything when it comes to the game. He's not afraid to go against the norm. He's not afraid to fight against the townspeople or whatever for what's best for the players of the team. I think this is a great coach all around.
And then number 1.
Number 1, it's the one that David and Roy gave to me. Inch by inch.
Yeah.
It's going to make the difference between winning and losing, between living and dying. The 6 inches in front of your face.
Coach
Tony D'Amato, any given Sunday.
And then me and David have had this joke for a little bit. It's Al Pacino, as any coach at this point. Actually, no, it would just be him as a hockey coach, just screaming out random hockey names.
great ass!
No, just screaming out hockey names. For instance,
JJ Daniel.
No, it'd be the manager! And that sort of thing. I had my coffee with the manager an hour ago.
Half an hour ago.
I also watched Heat for the first time a few weeks ago.
That's a good one.
That was
So,
so
Ethan,
good.
what do we got?
Okay.
Yeah. Actually,
All right, so
before we get to your list, that's the first thing we're going to do after I have to plug the book because
go ahead.
Because Adnan is a new author. His book is Cinephile: Interviews, Essays, and Tales from the Red Carpet. There is a quote from a guy that we all know around here that I have to read here, and it's Adnan Virk is ill, sick, troubled, diagnosed with acute Scorsese. His addiction to film is neither healthy nor sane. He really thinks the world needs more of his thoughts on movies. I hate that he's right. That quote is from Daniel Tomas Batard, incredibly successful podcast host. That is one of the acknowledgments from the book Cinephile. Ethan, you have a movie list, and I heard that you gave like 5 or 6 5-star reviews for these movies.
So I'm on a heater to end all heaters right now from watching movies, guys. So last weekend I was staying at my brother's house, so just kind of nothing to do, so I decided to watch movies. So I went on. The first night I did a Toy Story double feature, 1 and 2. Hadn't seen them since I was a baby. Barely remembered them. So good. Watched the first Tron to get ready for the new Tron movie that's coming out. I watched both Rockies this weekend. I watched both Dunes this weekend. But then I watched The Birdcage, and this was a great recommendation from some friends at work. An amazing movie. And Adnan, before I get to a hot take that I have about a movie that you love, which the boys are going to make me throw out here, I want to ask you a question. How did Nathan Lane not win an Oscar for his performance in The Birdcage?
He's hysterical. You know, the Oscars historically, Ethan, are very tough on comedies. It's very, very difficult to get nominated for even a comedic role, much less to win one. You know, rare exceptions. Kevin Kline won a Best Supporting Actor Oscar for A Fish Called Wanda. But for a lead actor, it's very tough unless you're in a Woody Allen movie. You know, Richard Dreyfuss, Goodbye Girl, away from the 70s. So it's really tough to do. Secondly, the movie came out in March. So Birdcage wasn't really positioned as like Oscar bait. That was just obviously more September to December. But he's hysterical in the movie. I couldn't agree with you more. I read a great book about Robin Williams, a biopic by Dave Itzkoff, New York Times writer. He wrote it in 2018. I just read it a couple of months ago, but it was excellent. When they mentioned The Birdcage, what's fascinating about it is Mike Nichols is the director, legendary director, of course, won the Oscar for The Graduate. they were going to have Robin play that role because, of course, it's the flamboyant gay role, loud, energetic, exuberant, and they kind of said, let's twist it on its ear a little bit. Let's have Robin play the straight role, so to speak. He's got the mustache. She's one who looks like he's more straight. And who should we get to play a flamboyant gay guy? Let's go Nathan Lane. So interesting the way the casting worked out. Lane was a bit of a wild card, ends up stealing the movie. But I do think, speaking of the late, great Gene Hackman, who David had as number one as Norman Dale of Fictional Coaches, he's hysterical playing the very uptight conservative movie. He's really fun.
I thought they should have done
the Flockhart was really good in that. It's just a great cast.
By the way, there was one Oscar nomination that was Best Art Direction on Set Decoration, and that was a loss.
But that was a tough year because that was like
what year was that?
Fargo, Jerry Maguire.
Yeah, 96.
Yeah, that was the Academy Awards.
Great film. Shine is a great movie.
That was the 1997 Academy Awards for the movies of 1996.
Ghost of Mississippi.
Yeah, 96 was the year of the Indies. There's some great movies there, especially Fargo, like one of my all-time favorites. But I'm glad you saw it, Ethan.
My only critique of the movie is that the end moved a little fast. They should have done a little more with Gene Hackman dressing up in the drag at the end because that was so hysterical.
Well, it had to be
all right,
fast.
now here's my hot take. So you know how in Family Guy there's that scene where Peter, they're all about to drown, and he says, "I did not care for The Godfather." I did not care for Taxi Driver.
Oh, wow. You wait until 20 minutes in this hit to offend me.
I know. We've had so much fun, Adnan. I could talk to you for another hour.
I'm going to text you a picture. I'm looking at my movie poster of Taxi Driver. There will be blood. Taxi Driver, Goodfellas, Serpico. I'm literally looking at
Godfather right over your shoulder.
Bob, exactly. I got Bob. Can you believe this, Putz? Go ahead. Give me your horrible take.
It was. I don't know. It was boring. It was uninteresting.
It's a defining film about loneliness and urban alienation. What?
Undeniable that the themes of loneliness were there. It was boring. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. It was another thing. It was during COVID. I was on a roll, and I mean poignant during COVID for me especially. Like I was, dealing with some loneliness at that time. But my God, I really wanted to like it. A friend recommended it, and we had similar movie tastes. I thought I would like it,
dude. So you're watching like Tiger King, and then you put on Taxi
I didn't watch
Driver,
Tiger King.
and like
my COVID thing
doing?
was my COVID binge was I watched all the Marvel movies during COVID.
Okay,
that was my COVID thing, and then I watched a bunch of other ones. Fast Times at Ridgemont High is a COVID movie for me and one of my favorites. Love that movie, but yeah, Taxi Driver, not for me really.
Any Marvel movie had a Taxi Driver. That is.
Oh no, I mean I wouldn't say like they're in different categories, obviously. But
thank God though, Roy, we have the book Cinephile because there's express pages written about Taxi Driver.
I will gladly read them, Adnan. I will gladly read your book and read what you have to say about Taxi Driver, and I'll even reevaluate and watch it again if I feel compelled.
Actually, my next question was about to be about Martin Scorsese. If you had any stories about Scorsese, and might as well talk about Taxi Driver. So why don't you give us that story, Adnan?
Just going to start reading my Taxi Driver. It's from page 178 to 181. 3 pages dedicated now to Ethan. The poster. The poster is one of my. Think how arrogant that is. Let me read from my book here, guys. The poster is one of my all-time favorites. A downcast Robert De Niro wearing his military jacket and jeans, and behind him is a New York City street scene. The tagline says it all. On every street in every city in this country, there's a nobody who dreams of being a somebody. Taxi Driver is a definitive film about loneliness and urban alienation. The movie was born from the fevered imagination of depressed screenwriter Paul Schrader, who wrote the entire script in 10 days. It sprung out of him like an animal unleashed, and the script immediately connected with De Niro, coming off an Oscar win for Best Supporting Actor for The Godfather Part 2. Brian De Palma was offered the film by Schrader, but recommended his good friend Marty, who also felt a kinship with the script, and the result still has lasting power today. Quentin Tarantino said in his insightful book, Cinema Speculation, that Taxi Driver is a top 3 movie for him, and it has inspired countless others.
Is that Tarantino book good? I've been thinking about getting it. Did you read it?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great because it's really about the movies. Again, movies are always personal to all of us, and it depends on the era with which we grew up in. So for Tarantino, he loves these late 60s, early 70s movies, and it's really excellent seeing how those movies had an impact upon his life, upon his career. It's really good. You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, Adnan, I guess 2-part question, because I was going to ask you something. You just made me think of something else. So real quick, who's your favorite director? Mine is Tarantino.
Yeah, I love Tarantino, but Scorsese's my favorite. But Quentin's got to be the top 5, Dave. He's awesome. What I love about Quentin is that, It'd be like you and me if we made a hockey movie. It's like all the hockey we've ever seen is now going to get splattered into this movie. Like Tarantino takes all the images from his own life and his own favorite movies, splatters them on the screen. It's amazing.
It's cool. So reading your book, which thank you for sending me an advance copy because I drove.
Where's mine?
I drove the family to and from Orlando last weekend, and I had the wife driving just so I could get some reading done. So that
Dude, you're the best.
Yeah, dude.
That's kind of you.
But when I was reading the chapter when you met Robert De Niro for the first time, like the whole time I'm just thinking to myself, we can act like this. Like we're allowed to act like fans. We're allowed to act like this is the coolest thing ever. Because I've been in hockey locker rooms for a little while now, and I grew up a hockey fan. Like it's the coolest thing. It still is. Like Roy and I were on the ice with the Stanley Cup the last few years. It is like I feel most like a kid at Christmas morning any other time. So reading your book, I'm just thinking, man, this is so cool. We could do this. We can actually write like fans. And it's like I was consuming it. Like I don't read ever. And I was reading your book. Like I was just loving it. And it made me feel like a fan, like a kid. And I love that. So I don't know if I have a question. I guess it's just like, can we do this? Like, can we write like a hockey book someday where we just like tell all our favorite hockey stories? Because it's fun. Like I really enjoyed it.
To your point, David, somebody said to me like, "Oh, what an arduous process." I'm like, "Are you joking?" I'm like, "I can talk
right."
My life, like to write a movie book is probably the easiest thing I've done in a long time. Pimping it out like a 2-bit whore, that's a different matter.
Yeah.
Actually, writing a book, I'm like, I had a blast, dude. I'll write a second book right now. We'll do a sequel. Like if the book sells, I'm in.
All right, this is the hockey show, Adnan, so I'm going to finish with a hockey question. Why is the NHL offseason so boring? Why are GMs such chicken shits? Why won't they do anything? Make a trade, send in an offer sheet. Like, I was promised a very exciting offseason, and so far I got the Panthers signing all 3 guys, Noah Dobson and JJ Peterka.
Nikolai Ehlers.
4 guys.
I was supposed to say Nikolai Ehlers. At least he made.
Yeah, okay.
Carolina's the Panthers' little brother, you know?
Yeah, it's interesting. There's 2 thoughts on Ethan. The one school of thought is, hey, the hockey season is long. You're going from September until end of June. So it's nice to have a 2-month reset where we can all see our families. Like David said, get a little family time in, hit the beach, do some reading, whatever. And July 1st is awesome. As we know, Canada Day, the unrestricted free agency. But I hear you. This gets to be around the time. Like, I think a month off is good. If you told me July, nothing's happening, right, but August will kick it up a little bit, I hear you. But listen, there'll be action aplenty once things get going. Mitch Marner's in Vegas. Don't worry. It's going to be fun.
And finally, our way entirely too early predictions from you, Adnan. Who's going to win both conferences and who's going to win the Stanley Cup?
Oh, wow. Let's go Vegas then, because I feel like, I want to go to Vegas. I want you guys to go to Vegas as well.
Stanley Cup rematch season.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Vegas.
Yeah. How in the world could I ever root against the Panthers? Panthers again in the Eastern Conference. And I swear, I'm not even pandering to you guys. Who right now, if you told me DraftKings or whatever, like who is the second best team right now? Like I don't think you can make an argument. The Leafs take a step back without Marner.
Yeah.
The Rangers are better. They're not even a playoff team necessarily. Montreal again was a bubble team. Washington had a great season. Tough to back that again when you win a President's Trophy. Ovechkin one more year probably could be his final season. Like to me, there's no real clear cut. He's like maybe the Lightning, but again, the Panthers are better than the Lightning. So I'm going to go Florida.
As of now, the Florida Panthers are a plus 600 favorite according to DraftKings. The Vegas Golden Knights are plus 850. The Avalanche are plus 900, and the Lightning are plus 1300.
Wow, so Carolina's nowhere near that top.
That's surprising.
Oh, sorry, I was looking in the wrong order. Carolina's plus 800. Vegas is plus 850.
Jesus Christ,
Edmonton is plus 900.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Before we let Adnan go, I'm reading like the list of so I compiled like a list of as many fictional coaches as I could come up with before I
the manager.
But yes, before I narrowed them down. But there's a few on here that I feel like we have to at least mention. Like for example, Red Beaulieu from The Waterboy. He's a great coach. He won a lot of games, and I think he'd be great on the ice. Phil Brickma from Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
Brickma.
My son's watching Rookie of the Year right now. Great.
Patches O'Houlihan from Dodgeball. Motivational as anybody.
Yeah.
Pip Torn, awesome.
Morris Buttermaker.
Buttermaker. Yes.
A leader of young men, if I've ever seen one, and maybe of a lesser, Chester Lee from Ladybugs.
Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield.
Movie that'll never, ever, ever get made again.
Absolutely.
And then finally, another Gene Hackman, amazing coach, Adnan.
The replacement?
Jimmy McGinty. Jimmy McGinty.
Sitting in right in boat. I'm just glad we got ladybugs in the conversation. Like
I loved that when I was a kid, dude. That was a great movie when I was growing up.
I agree. 92, like that's in our wheelhouse. Just like Dave said, he doesn't read. If someone reads Cinephile, I'm so touched. If someone after hearing this conversation goes out and streams or watches Ladybugs, our favorite's been done.
It's a great movie if you just kind of forget that it's 2025.
He is the author of Cinephile Interviews, Essays, and Tales from the Red Carpet, brand new book by him. He is the host of Prime Monday Night Hockey up in Canada. That man is Adnan Virk. Adnan, thank you for joining us.
You guys are the best. Roy, David, thank you so much for reading it. Ethan, if you want a PDF, I'll send you a copy.
Yeah, send it my way. I would love to read it. And next time you're in town, I'll get your signature on it.
No, listen, we got to get a book signing at some point. He's absolutely right about that. So sadly, like Roy mentioned, there's no Florida visits. But you know what? Winter meetings in Orlando this year. Orlando, Miami, what?
Okay.
3.5 hours?
It's very doable.
There's also the Winter Classic.
I've got this mental image of Adnan just sitting in in a room with just an armchair and a table, maybe a fireplace
just me
in the background,
clutching a book to my chest.
Books and books.
Just a book like this, like Adnan Virk is ready to sign my book.
All right, Adnan, get your Sharpie ready because he's ready. He's ready for that signature.
December 10th, that book signing's happening, Ethan. We'll do it in Miami.
Nice.
Thanks again to Adnan Virk. Cinephile Interviews, Essays, and Tales from the Red Carpet will be released August 26th. So go out and pre-order that right now, please. That would definitely help our boy. So that'd be great.
It's a good book.
Yeah, it's a good book.
I don't like to read, and I did like to read that. So for what it's worth, like if you like movies, which most of us do.
Did you read in the car?
I wasn't driving. My wife was driving.
No, but you were in the passenger seat?
Yes.
Oh, I can't do that. Get nauseous.
Too bumpy?
Yeah, I get nauseous.
No, usually I'm like writing,
Impressive.
I'm typing when I'm driving. But
Impressive.
this time I wanted to, it's
Yeah,
interesting.
he did not work, so he can read that book.
Couldn't put my phone down. It's really interesting.
For everybody in the back, because I don't know who's in the back currently. I think it's Gino, maybe Danny.
I think Danny's back there.
Danny's back there working on another show.
Gino is definitely...
But Gino is definitely back there. So Danny and Gino, thank you for doing the things that you did today.
Maybe Lewis? I saw Lewis earlier.
No, I don't think Lewis is back there.
No, I forgot Lewis then.
Rosie, we miss you. Ethan, thank you very much.
When are we back, Roy?
Next week. We're back next week.
Maybe we'll actually talk hockey next week.
We talked hockey today. What are you doing?
No, I like that we didn't talk hockey. It's the offseason. What are we going to talk about? Noah Dobson? We already talked about it.
Yeah, we did talk. We mentioned Noah Dobson, I think, and Nikolai Ehlers.
We did. We actually covered a lot of hockey. Ethan's just never satisfied.
And as usual, I bashed the New York Islanders for signing Tony DeAngelo. For David Dwork of the Hockey News, my name is Roy Bellamy. We will see you next week.
Bye.